Everyone please rise for the graduates. Welcome everyone. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Our graduates, you'll lead us in the pledge tonight. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please continue to stand for the national anthem presented by East Hartford High School student Chloe Shear.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You can have a seat, everyone. Thank you, Chloe, for that amazing job. Chloe's a former student of mine, but I was not her music teacher, but she did a great job. Thanks, Chloe. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Craig. I am the principal of East Hartford Adult and Continued Education. I would like to formally welcome everyone to the 53rd commencement ceremony. What an amazing day to celebrate our graduates. Before I begin, there's a few people in our audience that I would like to thank. First, Nate Quinnell, our superintendent of East Hartford Public Schools. Mayor Mike Walsh. From the Board of Education, Tyron Harris. Also from the Board of Education, Vanessa Jenkins. Marilyn Peck from the Board of Education as well. And in the audience, proud mom of Chloe, Val Shear from the Board of Education. Thank you all for attending. I would also like to give a special thanks to all the teachers and staff in adult education. Our students know, our graduates from NEDP and CDP, they know that these teachers were flexible late at night and on weekends, willing to meet with you, willing to respond to your phone calls, respond to your texts, sometimes almost too late at night, but they were willing to do that because they cared for you. And if you were a GED student and you took classes in the evening until 8 p.m. at night, you were most likely with a teacher that has been in this building since 7 a.m. because they care about you and they care about East Hartford. Thank you, teachers and staff of adult education. And to the graduates, today we have 5 GED graduates, 6 NEDP graduates, and 9 graduates of credit diploma program. Yes. Congratulations to you. You did it. What an amazing individual accomplishment and amazing feat. You know, when I think of amazing feats, there was a woman 10 years ago, the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida, free swim. Her name was Diane Nyad. And when she finished her 53-hour swim, which was 110 miles, she got to the beach of Florida. She was greeted by a ton of supporters, and a reporter came up to her and said, "Give us something about this amazing individual feat that you just accomplished." And the first thing she said was, this was not an individual event, this was a team event. She talked about her friends who were in the kayak with her for the entire trip to make sure that jellyfish and sharks did not come at her. Graduates, I want you to think of, was there someone in your journey who was able to support you, who was able to keep you in the right direction through this entire time that you were taking your classes, wanting to graduate? She also talked about her coach, that in this swim, in these deep waters, she wanted to give up. And her coach said, just 5 more strokes. So she did 5 more swimming strokes. And her coach said 5 more and 5 more, until eventually she caught her momentum and she started going again. Graduates, there's probably someone in this room, a friend or a family member, who is willing to motivate you, even on days when you didn't want to give your best effort. You looked to them and you kept pushing forward. But graduates, this is an individual feat for you. You did it. You did the work. You put it in. I think too often we tell ourselves that we can't be proud of ourselves, or we can't celebrate, we can't brag. Graduates, I'm giving you permission to brag. I want you to celebrate tonight. Be proud of yourselves. You did it. You're graduates. Congratulations. I would like to call up Chairman of the Board of Education, Tyron Harris, to say a few words.
So I am honored to be here this evening to celebrate the achievements of the East Hartford Public Schools Adult and Continuing Education Program. This is just the beginning. Your diploma opened doors to new opportunities, but it's going to open up for you to take advantages that's going to afford you as you move forward in life. You can shape your future and create the life you want after today. As you move forward, remember that education is a lifelong journey. And if you fall in love with the journey, you will be in love forever. The meaning of life journey is not just about reaching destinations or achieving a goal. It's about the process of growth, self-discovery that happens along the way. Our journey can be filled with joy, love, and success, but they can also be filled with pain, loss, and failure. It's through these experiences that we learn and grow and become the people we are meant to be. I personally understand every one of your journeys tonight, because just several years ago, my mother was sitting in your seat in this building, completing her journey and getting her high school diploma. I watched my mother's journey to take the next step to acquire the necessary educational steps to move forward with her own personal and professional goals. When I look back over my 39 years of life, her journey made me into the man I am today. And whatever good I am, all the good in me people speak of is because of my mother and me watching her journey. She completed the same journey. But as part of our journey, we must also acknowledge and the support of our family, our friends, and teachers who helped us along the way. They have been there to encourage us and guide us. They've been there to encourage you and guide you and celebrate your success this evening. So please take a moment to thank them for their support and let them know how much you appreciate them. So thank you. And I just want to say, as on behalf of my fellow board members, Patrick Biggins, Dr. Annabelle Diaz-Santiago, Vanessa Jenkins, John Pereira, Marilyn Pett, Doris Roberts, Valerie Scheer, Stephanie Walkins, and I are proud of every one of you and your accomplishments on this evening. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harris, for those inspirational words. I would like to call up Mayor Mike Walsh to the podium.
Good evening, everybody. Let's bring it up a notch. First, let's recognize, where's Chloe? In the audience? That was spectacular. Give it up for Chloe. One more time. When I get excited, I get a little bit louder. And tonight, I'm pretty excited. When I was in your spot, there was a poem by Robert Frost. Started with, "Two roads diverged through a yellow wood." That's what your journey's like. You came out on the other side and you're graduates tonight. So tonight I stand before you to congratulate you, to praise you for your hard work, and to celebrate you. You have reached an extraordinary pinnacle through hard work, dedication, commitment, and perseverance. You have acquired knowledge, something no one ever can take from you. And that's what my mother told me when I was in your spot. Look around. Your teachers, your principal, your town, your custodian, your parents, whoever supported you to get you here deserves a thank you, but you did the work. Like your town, you really don't know just how good you can be, but tonight is a sampling of where you will go. Let's find out together. Savor this moment. This is a pinnacle, a high point, and let's start from there. But don't stop. Build on it. Acquire knowledge, which is the partner. Acquire wisdom, which is the partner to knowledge. It's the complementary twin, and it's the next step in your journey. So tonight, for just a brief moment, bask in the glow of your hard work. It's an award you deserve. You are the best and the brightest in the future of our community. And as I said, I'm here to praise you, to congratulate you, and to recognize all the work that it took to get you to here. On behalf of the town of East Hartford, the 51,000 residents in it, nice job. Congratulations. I had one job and I almost forgot it. That was to bring up here the superintendent of the East Hartford school system, Nate Quinnell.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be here and a pleasure to celebrate tonight with you. And tonight is a night of accomplishment. Tonight is a night of goals realized. Tonight's a night of gratitude. And tonight are nights that, for me, as an educator, as a father, as a man, as a human, are nights that I enjoy. And I enjoy watching you succeed. So thank you for that.
I want to thank all of our dignitaries. I want to thank our principal, Michael Craig, who's been here with just a short time, and we're just so proud of what he's doing here at the school. Let's give him a round of applause. And she's looking down because she knows what's coming next. I want to thank Miss Enos. Miss Enos and I have been together for so many years. And Miss Enos, I have to tell you that your passion and love for students and for East Hartford and for teaching and for giving is something that's going to stay with me forever. And I am so grateful for my chance to learn from you, and I'm sure our students are too. So thank you, Miss Enos, for everything. I also want to recognize and thank all the folks in the audience here. Thank you with the balloons and the flowers and the babies, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being this incredible support for our graduates and our heroes here tonight. Behind all of us is a mom, is a dad, is a neighbor, is an aunt, is a friend, is a sister who picked us up when we needed it. That's behind me, and that's behind you as well. Let's give them a round of applause and thank them. So I want to try really quick to give 3 pictures and see if we can tie this together. This may work, this may not work, but let's give it a shot. You guys got me? I want to talk about 3 small, tiny things. So tiny, so small, we may not even notice them. The first one is a spark, right? A spark. The second one is a raindrop, and the third one is a seed. So let's start with the spark. For all of us, a spark is that beginning of passion. Sparks become fires. Fires become that force that's unable to be harnessed or stopped. Sometimes that's a really bad thing, but that's also a really powerful thing. Inside of each one of you, somewhere, there's been a spark. There's been a spark for you to rebound and to seek redemption and to get your high school diploma. And that spark, whatever it is, maybe it's your mother, maybe it's your child, maybe it's this gnawing drive that's pushed you here. Culture that spark. Breathe on that spark. Give air to that spark. And that spark will drive you to your next victory. The second small thing is one of my favorite things. It's that single drop of rain. Not necessarily for today, but for other days, right? You're outside and you feel that single drop of rain. It's before a storm. And in that drop of rain, it's so insignificant, so small, it's so meaningless. It disappears on the pavement almost immediately. But we all understand the power of rain. When rain comes together, rain creates rivers, rain creates growth, rain feeds our world. And in all of you, there's that drop of rain. That drop of rain is what's brought you together as a class. One of my favorite things of watching you guys graduate is watching you celebrate with each other. Rain is this ability to realize as humans, it's incredibly lonely to be by yourself. But when you're with others, we become these powerful forces. And the last one is a mustard seed. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have mustard in your kitchen. I don't. I just heard this story, so I'm going to give it to you. And it talks about the idea of a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds that are planted in the ground. So tiny you can hardly see it. But a mustard seed becomes one of the largest trees, one of the strongest trees in the world. And that mustard seed for you is that belief in yourself. That belief in yourself when no one else might have believed in you. You believed in yourself. You bet on yourself, and you brought yourself here. So these 3 small things, a spark, a drop of rain, a mustard seed, that brings us to nights like tonight. Tonight's a big deal. Tonight you cross a platform. Tonight you sign on for success moving forward. Tonight you put an end to the doubt. Tonight you put an end to people saying what you are or what you aren't. Because tonight you're a high school graduate. And I am so proud of each one of you. Thank you for all you do in our school system. Thank you for taking advantage of the things we have. And God bless as you move on into your next phase. Thank you very much.
We have one more speaker. We saved the best for last. We have our student speaker, Destiny Galliano, if you want to come up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Destiny Galliano, and I am so excited and so blessed to be here. I thought of composing a speech to give you all, but I thought maybe if I just let it out, it would just come from the heart. And it's exactly what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be genuine and from the heart. So I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. And I know most people, when I come here, they're like, what are you doing here? It's Miami. But with that being said, I come from Miami and I've seen the best of the best and the worst of the worst. I grew up, I was born to two very young parents. My father, which was an exceptional example. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. And my mother, who couldn't be with us today, but I know you're probably watching, so I love you, Mom. And I wanted to stand here and speak to you all today because I believe I am a visual representation of you can do it. Don't give up on yourselves. And tonight, we are all here to celebrate. This is a big accomplishment. No matter how old we are, this is us showing up for ourselves. We show up for many people, we get caught up in life, and sometimes things get in the way. I had my son very young. I was 16 when I had my son. Jojo, I love you. And I basically dedicated myself to raise him with my village, which I'm very grateful for. I wanted to raise him and be an exceptional example like my father was to me. I am here today because I have gone through so much. It's been a hell of a ride, but I'm standing here with you all. Whether it's a credit, a degree, whether it's your GED or the NEDP, we did it. We're here. And this is our night. I recently went through something. I lost my brother, who was my best friend. Sorry. And I am here because I have goals. I didn't know while I was living in Miami, I always knew I have a passion for helping people. I go out of my way and help in the best way I can. And I knew I had that dedication. Although I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, losing my brother helped me figure out where I wanted to be and where I need to be. It doesn't stop here. This is just my first milestone. From here, I already applied to college and I will be going to law school. My brother once told me that I was going to be a bomb attorney, and this is dedicated exactly to him. I will be the bomb attorney you believed in me to be. Thank you for my village. Thank you for everyone who showed up for me. Thank you to my father-in-law, who I cried at your house so many times for help on homework, but we did it. We're here. Thank you, John. John, I went into your office, and you pushed me to be in this program. You asked me, and I kept saying no. I asked you to do my GED, whatever it took for me to get there quickly because I had things to do. This journey has taught me that with time and dedication, you will achieve where you want to be and all of your goals that you have set for yourself. I know I cried in your office when I'm a bit of a crier. I cried in his office and I asked him to just please get me there, and he said, Destiny, I'm signing you up and I will see you at graduation. John, thank you. We are here today. We did it. No, we did it. So with that being said, because I'm tiny and I'm mighty, it's my method that I live by, I want to leave you all with one of my favorite quotes. There is some risk involved in action. There always is. But there is far more risk in failure to act. That's from Harry S. Truman. Once again, congratulations to all the graduates, and thank you everyone for joining me today. Thank you to my friends, my family, and faculty, and I'm so excited and I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Destiny. I don't often get to raise the mic, so I'm going to enjoy doing this. Destiny, I know I speak on behalf of all the teachers and staff at Adult Education when we say that you are an amazing example and an amazing mom every day. I would like to call up Doug Frazier, our guidance counselor, and the CDP students.
Destiny, what a hard act to follow. You gotta give me that. Well, thank you everyone for coming this evening. I'm going to raise it, Mike, no offense. Before we get going, oh, Yenny's excited, all right. I just want to tell you a little bit about this. It's almost like recruiting a little bit, but we have 3 different programs we're speaking about tonight. Credit Diploma is the one that I have the honor of working with the most. As you see the graduates all lining up there, we call it CDP because we're lazy. But we have Credit Diploma, we have GED, we have NEDP. When I speak to students or prospective students and they're looking to get into a program, I try to stress it's just a different path to the same goal. No matter what program you're graduating from, if you know people in your neighborhood and your family who are looking to do this, the whole point is finding what program is best for that student. So these students, they all did different work because that's what fit for their lifestyle. That's what fit for what Destiny was saying. Working with John, it's what's going to work best for you. So if you know people who are in the position they were, because they're not anymore, talk to them. That we have a lot of options. It's not just one program. And these students in Credit Diploma came to us with a handful of credits. They probably made it to senior year of high school, junior year of high school, and for whatever reason, they didn't finish. Or like a lot of our students, they moved from another country. So they needed to earn a U.S. diploma. And so they came to us with a foreign transcript, and we worked with them. And that's what they have done. They have worked their butts off through COVID, through everything, through work, through families, and now they're here tonight. So I like to set that groundwork. All of these students, they have done a ton of work, and the hardest part was signing up. They took that first step, and they're here tonight. So that's big, big for all of you. So with that, Yenny, our first of many graduates, we're going to go alphabetical because I saw one finally made it from his broken down car. You can move up in the line, Travion. But our first student is Yenny Benitez. Take a step forward, be recognized. All right, but not too far, not too far. Yenny, like a lot of our students, she actually originally from Dominican Republic, but came to us from New York because had done so many credits, but New York requires, like Florida and Georgia, this massive test to graduate high school. When she came to us, she cruised right through what was required because we only needed her to finish X number of courses. She showed she is well beyond the ability to graduate high school. She flew through this. We've already started talking about her end goal, which is applying to college, joining social work, and getting her career under her. Her dedication, it's really impressive. So I gotta say congratulations. Just make sure it's the right hand. Thank you, Carol. All right, our next student is Aljarvi Canares, sorry to Aljarvi. You can step forward a little bit. Aljarvi, like a lot of our students, just moved to East Hartford a year and a half ago from the Philippines. So coming in with a foreign transcript, he originally started with us in ESL and learning English, perfecting English. It's impressive over a year and a half. Learned about GED, learned about Credit Diploma, and he tried out a couple until he found what fit for him. And very quickly, I think only a semester, he was done. He flew through his classes. It's very exciting. We were talking right before graduation about applying to schools, and his main goal is ideally to pursue nursing, which is going to be amazing. He's got a great work ethic, so thank you, Aljarvi. Next, we have Rachel Chartier. She's been my buddy over the last few years. She has, I cannot speak enough about working through the prime example of a working student, somebody with a life who has obligations, and also, which a lot of you don't know, the state has continued to make changes to the graduation requirements. She just rolls with it. She's worked and worked and worked, and it didn't matter what happened, what went in her way, she kept pushing through, and that's what you need to do. The work paid off. You're here tonight. You are a graduate. Finally, I'm going to miss calling you every week. But congratulations. Travion, is that you in the back? Yeah, get up here. We're going alphabetically. Come on, skip the line. Travion is not late on purpose. Talking about showing up, to quote you, Travion actually, his car broke down on the way here tonight. So we were trading phone calls, emails. I was like, just sneak in the back. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. So, but yes, but Travion is a perfect example of what Credit Diploma is meant for. He walked in here only needing, I think, 2 classes. That was it. It was perfect. For whatever reason, didn't finish before, but now he's done. His main goal, move back to Florida. You've got a 9-year-old son, right? And I believe starting your own business. Or no, IT support. I'm sorry, I confused you. So he's got it all mapped out, but he came to us and he just flew through it. I'm really impressed. And you made it through a car wreck to get here. So I'm impressed. Next, sorry, I didn't mean to push you back, Kayla. But next we have Kayla Hines, another student. We have had a very lucky year, I think, Credit Diploma. We have had a number of students come to us this year with a lot of credits already done, but just on top of it, you have examples like Kayla who are just hard workers. They come in, what do I need to do? Awesome, let's do it, let's work. And she just flew through it. I was so impressed. I'm like, making my job easy. I don't feel like job security is going to be an issue. But it's amazing. It's just, she's so impressive. Didn't matter what we asked her to do. She did it. I'm sad I only had you for like not even a whole year. So, but congratulations. I always have to make sure it's the right one. All right, next up, come on. Katrina Jimenez, who made the round trip to Florida and back yesterday just to pick up her daughter to be here for graduation tonight, which is so, I think she might be waiting. Say hi, Mom. Yes. Which is just another great example of someone who's just been busting their butt. And I can't say enough about this group I've got this year. We got really, really lucky. And she's an example of it. I mean, she went round trip down the East Coast just to pick up her daughter and come here tonight. So I'm really impressed with you. It's a great job. Good. All right. Estebania Lopez, come on up. She's been with us for only about a year. Again, another student who went flying through her work, and even on top of it, graduated mid-year, automatically applied to the American Institute, and is already working towards a degree in medical assisting. There was no stop. She just went right from one to the next, and she is flying through it. I mean, it's just amazing dedication. I'm really impressed with you guys. So thank you. There we go. Anthony Nieves, another one of my buddies from the past few years who on and off, actually before I pause, is your mom here? I think I talked to your mom as much as I've spoken to you in the past 3 or 4 years that you've been with us. Another prime example, a student came in with a couple of credits needed, balancing work, balancing life. As things changed, just like with Rachel, just kept going, kept coming back, kept working, and then finally, we got you to finish those last couple classes in the 11th hour, but you're here, you've done it. And so he has big goals ahead of him, going down to Florida instead of up from Florida, but I'm glad you're finally up on this stage with me. It's been a few years. Congrats. All right. And last but not least, Cameron Swinton. There he is. Cameron is a worker. Even when he will fall off and disappear, and I think he moved away, all of a sudden I'll get a phone call and he'll be there. But he kept working. He kept pushing through this. He has had a great long story, which I'm not going to tell all of you forever because we only have so much time. But the biggest takeaway I've gotten from him, the biggest thing he's told me is, I didn't want to be a quitter. He didn't finish for high school, whatever reason, doesn't matter. But he came back and said, I wasn't going to be a quitter. I'm gonna finish, and that's it. You've done it. I'm really proud of you, man. Good job. And I have the honor of introducing next the man simply known as John, who everyone goes to for pretty much every problem we have with adult ed, whether he likes it or not. We all go to him, but he is a huge resource for us, and he will be speaking to our GED students. So GED, come on, stand on up, please. John?
I got to bring this way down here, way, way, way down. Okay. Thank you, Doug. It's my great pleasure to introduce the 3 GED graduates of the East Hartford Adult and Continuing Education class of 2023 here with us tonight. For those of you who aren't familiar, the GED is a rigorous 4-part exam covering math, science, social studies, and language arts. Passing all 4 sections is no easy task. The content includes quadratic and linear equations. You still with me? We're good? Are we okay? The scientific method, extensive U.S. history and government structure, and a challenging argumentative essay prompt. I hope these 4 graduates here today take great pride in this accomplishment. We're very proud of them, and we wish them all the best in their future pursuits. So without further ado, our first graduate to the stage is Justin Mendez. Right there, good. Justin began classes with us in September of 2022. In Justin's words, success comes with self-discipline. Justin worked extremely hard to get this done. In his 3 months with the program, he had nothing but tunnel vision. He pressed pause on his personal life and made getting his GED his #1 priority. Justin passed all 4 sections on his first attempt this past December. Yep. Since getting his GED, Justin is working toward complete financial independence and is now gainfully employed as an insurance agent. In the future, Justin's main goal is to make his mom proud. I know. Oh. I would say she's proud of him today, and so are we, man. Congratulations. Next up, we have Sade Patterson. Sade started with us in September of 2022, and from day 1, her instructor, Miss O'Neill, knew that Sade would be successful in the program. And sure enough, after 6 months of hard work, Sade passed all 4 sections on her first attempt in March. Congratulations, Sade. And last, but certainly not least, Kalia Thompson. Kalia started with us in September of 2019. She passed the science, social studies, and language arts in her first year with us. But then, as we see frequently in our program, she got stuck on the dreaded math. I've seen many students quit in this position, but Kalia simply refused to give up. She spent long nights in tutoring with Mr. Cormier these past 3 months. And just last week, in the 11th hour, she passed the math section to graduate. Kalia is just Kalia is just another example of hard work paying off. Congratulations, Kalia. Let's have one more round of applause for all our GED grads, yeah? Great job, guys. And now I'd like to bring Tina Beckett to the stage to present our first National External Diploma graduate.
Hello. I am here to speak briefly about Sam Boateng. Sam, HYGKBRSVOD. That was our Meet code for Google Meet for every single Wednesday for the last 18 months, and we sort of unintentionally memorized it, and now neither of us can forget it. But Sam was so dedicated. He never missed a meeting. He was never late. He was always prepared and respectful and ready to go. Sam, a little bit about Sam. He was born and raised in Ghana, and when he came to Connecticut in 2019, he already had a high school diploma, the equivalent, from Ghana, and he already started college as well. So this is his second high school diploma, and I'm very proud of him. He works full-time. He was recently promoted to a management position at his job, which is third shift, and that did not impact his work with me at all. You were a little more tired, but, but still did the work. And also, I just want to mention that he recently went back to Ghana for a month, continued to meet with me at 1 a.m. Ghana time to finish all his work in the last month, and you did it. And on a final note, Sam's mother completed the NEDP program a couple years ago, and she encouraged him to do it with us and was a good support system for him. So congratulations, Sam. I will now introduce Lise McCarthy to speak about our next graduate.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce Destiny Galliano, who has already been introduced, so I'm not sure there's much else I can say, except that she did a fabulous speech. Congratulations. And now I'm going to introduce Nazreen Alamari, and she can introduce her NEDP students.
Have to bring this down, short people problems. Valerie, come on up. All right, so Valerie started with us in February of 2022. She has been absolutely wonderful to work with. She has been dedicated. Life has thrown at her so many different curveballs. She has lost her mother, her mother-in-law, all very recently, and still she kept going and she kept pushing through. And we had so many struggles, but she has made it. She has worked so hard, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Come on up, Giovanni. So Giovanni started with us in 2020. He also has worked so hard and met with me anytime I needed. Every time I'd be like, Giovanni, when's a good time? He's like, whatever's good for you. And if I needed to change, he's like, it's okay, whatever you need. So he's been absolutely wonderful. So I just want to share something that used to crack me up, because he would work so hard. If something was wrong, I'd be like, sorry, Giovanni, you got to fix it. And he'd be like, it's okay. I'm like, do you need help? Do you want to see the tutor? Do you need anything? He's like, no, I'm going to crack my head and I'm going to do this. I loved it because he really did. He would fix it. He would send it back. It didn't matter how many times it took. He worked so hard. I'm so proud of him. So he is looking to further his education. He's trying to decide between being a mechanic or maybe a counselor. Whatever he chooses, he'll be great. Congratulations, Giovanni. Thank you.
For our final NEDP graduate, we have Sade Smith. Sade, I thought that might happen. Sade has 6 children and a very large family and friend network, and I think they supported you a lot when we worked together. Sade is, the words that coming into my head when I thought about Sade is positive and powerful. You never let any of the little struggles in the program or anything get you down, and you were just so dedicated and motivated to get this done. As I mentioned, Sade has 6 children, many other children in her life who call her mom, and she is a nurturing wife, mother, and also a dedicated employee. A couple months ago, you decided, this is happening, I'm doing it, I'm finishing in June, and it was full steam ahead, and we met constantly, and I'm tired, and I'm glad you're done. In the future, she plans to become a doula and also open a home cleaning company. And I'd just like to end with something Sade said to me on the phone a couple weeks ago. She said, thinking about graduating and finishing this program and also about her children, she said, showing them that you can accomplish anything at any age and any stage in life is really important, and this is just a stepping stone for me. Congratulations.
Thank you, teachers, and congratulations to all our graduates. Before we conclude, I would like to remind you and all of our students and guests that this evening we'll be having a reception in the cafeteria with refreshments and snacks. Once you go out in the hallway, Miss Enos took out her elementary school skills, and you'll see footprints in the hallway leading you right where you need to go. Thanks, Carol. Graduates, please rise. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating the East Hartford Adult Education Class of 2023. Thank you, and good night, everyone.